What's up guys, welcome back to episode 4. I'm back, I haven't gone anywhere, I haven't forgotten about YouTube. Pretty much, there wasn't really much to post about, but now I've got some juicy news and this one is not to miss. So pretty much we'll be talking about current updates with the cycle, any side effects, what's going on with me, and how my blood work is looking. This is the video I've always wanted to do, because it's the health part that you need to put first over anything else, like with steroids and stuff like that. So pretty much we'll get into it. The importance of running blood work is, like, you want to be healthy or not? You know, that's pretty much it. Do you want to be healthy or not? Obviously, running a cycle, a few things might be out of whack. Your liver, your kidney, cholesterol, estrogen, your prolactin, or who knows what could be out of whack. Everyone's different, you gotta remember that. So I did my blood test before I started my cycle. So if you're thinking about jumping on cycle, or even, you must do blood work before you start your cycle. Say you do a 12-week cycle. You do it before you start your cycle, 6 weeks in, 6 weeks in, or even 4 weeks in, see how everything's going. Then you do it again about a month after if you come off, or even if you cruise, do it a month after or 6 weeks after. You just want to see where your body's at. And the reason why you do it before you cycle is so you can see, all right, for example, because I've got pre and mid. You pretty much look at it like this. So you look at it before you start cycling, you can see your test levels, your estrogen, your prolactin, your cholesterol, kidneys, your liver, all that stuff, yeah? I'm not gonna get into the whole list, but you get what I'm saying. You can see it all. Then once you jump on cycle, so 6 weeks later, you do it again. Okay, we can have a look. My testosterone is tripled what my natural was, yeah? So you're like, okay, do I have good gear? That comes with kind of experience. Obviously doing your first cycle, you won't know if you have good gear unless your number is through the roof. And that's obviously running, how much you're running, you know what I mean? And then you can look at, okay, say just saying hypothetically, your estrogen's at 72, and now 6 weeks on cycle, you're sitting at 90. So it means your estrogen is high. So it means, okay, well look, I need to get something for like estrogen. So you might need to get some Arimidex. This is other prescribed this, estrogen blocker. So you need to find out, okay, now I need to get a source or get from the doctor, however you get your stuff. You need to see, okay, so my estrogen's high, I need to drop that down. Because you gotta remember, having high estrogen is not good for your heart, your organs, water retention, anxiety will go through the roof. You don't want that. Okay, and then you can go down the list. So prolactin's in good level, cholesterol could be better. Means you might need to up your supplementation of organ protectant that you're taking, that you should be taking. And then you look at your liver. Oh, is your liver good? Is your kidneys good? Usually when you obviously on cycle, you've got to make sure you're doing everything by protocol. Taking your organ support, drinking a lot of water, eating clean food. You can have a cheat meal here and there, which is, that's the way to live, unless you're cutting up, obviously you can't, but like, it wouldn't hurt you, do you know what I mean? Try to stay away from sugary foods if you can, like, sodas, candy, cookies and all that stuff, cakes, try to stay away from that. But that's that, so you can see, at least when you're on mid-cycle, you can be like, all right, so all those are raised up, or just that has raised up, so I'm doing good things. So now, all I need to do is I need to get an estrogen blocker, just to drop it a little bit, so whatever your doctor may tell you, and then you can be like, okay, maybe in 2 weeks time, you do another test, say, check your estrogen, and you can see, oh, it's dropped down, so that's in range, so you just keep doing that dose for the whole cycle. Obviously, the more you run something, so like say you're running more test, you might need to add more, like an estrogen blocker, because it does convert, and what other substance you do take. So that's the importance of it, because yeah, you don't, like, a lot of people don't do it mid-cycle for the reason of having anxiety. Oh my God, my kidneys, my liver's up, my cholesterol is through the roof, all that stuff. That's one thing I noticed with people that, like, oh no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put it in my head mentally that I'm going to be fucked, you know what I mean? So there's that. The other thing is, this is my part of the video that I'm going to talk about is, so when I ran my first cycle, I was running testosterone propionate, 300 to 400 milligrams a week. My test levels were sitting at 109. At the time, my natural levels were about 32. Right now, I did it before my cycle, I was sitting at 20, and I just did my obvious test, and I'm sitting at 47.1, and I'm running Test E 375 milligrams, Deca 200 milligrams, and EQ 300 milligrams. And when I saw 47, don't get me wrong, like my sex drive's through the roof, strength, pumps, like I can see visible changes in my body compared to when I started. And I look at it, I'm just like, fuck, 47, that's low. Like my blood test, and this is a good thing, taking all my protectants, my liver, my cholesterol, my kidneys, estrogen, prolactin, all in perfect range. And funny, I was telling my doctor, like I was being honest with him, I was being straight up, I was like, look, I need more Arimidex. They've prescribed me before. I was like, look, I'm on cycle, he knows that obviously. And I was being honest with him, I'm telling him everything as it is, and he's like, how much were you taking? I told him my dose, all that stuff, and he prescribed it to me. Like I got full prescribed from a doctor. Like, and I know a lot of people are scared, should I tell a doctor, should I not? Literally, like, tell them, because they will know if you're on cycle or not. Any test levels over, I say, 30, 32 is automatically, okay, he's probably on something, or he might be on TRT or something like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's that. All my stuff, all my organs are perfectly fine, but my test levels were low for my liking. Even though it was almost double 2.5, I still didn't like that. Yeah, so the average male, I think, is about 10 to 30, whatever, it's like NM, whatever it is, and mine was 47. And for the dosage I'm running at, it should be a lot higher. So that makes me think, is my gear underdosed? It's not bunk, because it's working, but it's just underdosed. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to be doubling the dose. I'm going to be doing 600 Test E, 600 EQ, and 300 Deca. And in about a week's time, or a week and a half, or 2 weeks, I'm going to do again bloods, see where my test levels are at, and see if it's improved. If not, then I'm going to be throwing out the stuff I've got, and I'll be getting off another source. So that's another thing why you should do blood work. You can see your test levels. Like, you can take an example of me, yeah? I told you my dosages I'm running at, and you can get like a rough estimate. Like me running 300 to 400 milligrams my first cycle test propionate for 12 weeks, and I was sitting at 109. I'm talking about, like, this is one of the best things about it was, like, the gains was through the roof, but this sex drive was, like, you were like pretty much 5 20-year-olds in one person, like sex drive. Like, it was, like, I can't even describe, like, unless you've done it before, it's, yeah. Fuck, it was, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else, because I don't know who's watching this, but obviously it's open to the world, so this is just me being honest about everything. So, yeah, so there's that. Other than that, we're gonna see how everything goes. I've got another bottle of Anavar I'll be running, probably towards the end of my cycle. So, into a different brand. Supposedly it's from Germany, so who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's that. I stopped actually Anavar. I didn't tell it. I didn't make a video about this, but I stopped Anavar. I ran Anavar for 7 weeks, so I stopped it last week, and things are going good. What's it called? Even running it for 7 weeks, my liver enzymes were like in normal range. So, which is good because I've been taking my protectants and stuff. But then again, it shows you, like, is Anavar like that much toxic? A lot of people say, oh, you can only run it for 4 to 6 weeks. You get blood work, you can pretty much see how toxic it is. If your liver enzymes are through the roof, it means, yeah, you need to stop. But I could continue running it. But I'm just going to be trying out the stuff I have now, seeing if the doses will change my test levels, because it affects me mentally, and that's the thing. A lot of people wouldn't know. People, like, if you're just a regular Joe who's never done cycle, you look at it, say your natural test level is 25 and now it's 47, you're like, fuck, it's almost doubled. Yeah, this stuff is so good. But yeah, and then you realize you do another cycle down the track, and then you see it's to be at 100, running a little bit less gear, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, what the fuck? The first cycle I did was so underdosed. So with all COVID going around, it doesn't surprise me, with all, you know, people making stuff, whatever. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, strength in the gym is up, pumps, my clothes are all filled out, like, I'm buying XLs now, I'm not buying larges anymore. What else? Yeah, that's all I can say. I've got a good focus right now, like, the past week, just, I've had, like, my goal on one thing, and it's just been going well. But But yeah, that's everything I can think of at the top of my head. My diet's been clean. I've been eating the same foods. I did 5,000 calories for a little bit for a week, and I gained like 3 kilos, 10 pounds in a week. But I was just thinking to myself, because obviously, firstly, it's all water weight, and it's going to be mostly fat. Like muscle tissue takes time to build. And you don't need to fucking put protein through the roof because you're on cycle. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to be consistent. It doesn't matter because you eat so much more protein, doesn't mean you're going to gain more weight. And I know people are going to argue with me with this, but it's the truth. So anyways, that's that. If there's anything else you want to ask me, just leave a comment down below. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you like my content. I'll be posting some in the next some training videos, so you can get like a bit of an idea how everything's going. And I'll do a bit of a physique one. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I hope it's been educational. It's all educational. I'm no licensed doctor, so do everything at your own risk. It's just my experience, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
I know there's something in the wake of your smile. I get a notion from the look in your eyes. Yeah, you've built a love, but that love falls apart. Your little piece of heaven turns to dark. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. But listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. That want to be heard. So much to mention, but you can't find the words. The scent of magic, the beauty that's been when love was wilder than the wind. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. But listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. Listen to your heart.